I tell you what, we met a lot of people this year.
Yeah.
Sean, Mark Mayhew, Jim Gowan. Seems like more and more people see us on the lake, recognize us. I don't know how many times we've been hollered at. Are you Team Fat Boyz?
There was that one time when I was by myself too, them two guys.
Yeah, up there by the bridge. I remember that. Of course, we haven't seen a whole lot of Jim here since duck season.
Yeah.
He's already put his fishing stuff up. And here's in the middle of, no, not the middle, the first part of January, and we're still fishing. Catching blues and stuff over at Baldwin Lake.
That's a tough lake to figure out.
Yeah, just not used to fishing a hot water lake. I know me and Justin went up yesterday at the lake behind the house, and we didn't get a bite. Of course, we was fishing with little yellow swirly-tailed jigs. But we got over to one corner, and it looked like bass took off, but I didn't have my box or anything. I just took up stuff for panfish. But I guess the great thing this year is picked up Black Horse Custom Rods as a sponsor. He made us some Team Fat Boyz
rods.
Team Fat Boyz series on YouTube or on teamfatboys.com. You can see the review I did of these, casting 100 ounces, but nice. On this one I got the Akuma Classic XT 450, and you can get those at bottomdwellerstackle.com. Nice rod, I like it. This one's a little too big for this rod. I ordered some 12-foot rods that Lyle's working on now that I'll probably put this 450 XT on, or XL on, or XT.
Yeah, those would be some nice rods when we get them.
But I bet you I can send that sailing over the river if I can keep them damn Koreans down there from tangling me up all the time.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain things like etiquette out on the river banks and pond banks and lake banks that I just don't understand why people think they got to be right up on top of you to fish. And I don't know how they can enjoy fishing when they spend 75% of their time untangling their line from my line. Like that incident down at the Mississippi River, and I finally chewed him out and yelled at him and told him one more time I was going to cut his damn line for him. And I meant it.
I know you did.
I'm just glad 4 or 5 of them didn't come out of that river knowing Taekwondo. That first year that we fished, we tore stuff up. I mean, we tore the fish up. And this year, man, we just slayed it.
Broke.
I could probably count the bullhead on my fingers and toes that we caught compared to channel cat for the whole year.
I know. That was strange.
I mean, we were turning, there at the last, we was turning everything loose 5 pounds and over.
Yeah.
And then even the first part of the year, we was turning a lot of 7s loose, 7 and bigger.
This year we definitely added in bigger fish. We turned more bigger fish loose this year.
Well, you know, Silver Lake's
ever.
Silver Lake's just got an ungodly population of channel cat and good, healthy, fat ones.
They're definitely healthy. They ain't hurting for food. The shad in there is just at right times anywhere you want to go. There's schools of shad.
I still got a freezer full of shad. We won't need none this spring.
No, that's for sure.
I like to, when spawn season comes in bluegill, I know where some beds are and stuff. I think we do a video of us tearing them bluegill apart. Because, I mean, you've seen some of the bluegill were nice. They were hand-sized bluegills. And we haven't done that I think we might try to slide a little bass fishing in. I know you used to do a lot of bass fishing, and I could probably learn from you some stuff. And that's what Fat Boyz is about, is teaching each other different techniques and stuff. Like Sean hollered at us twice on the lake, if I remember right. And the second time,
so.
well, yeah, the first time he caught that 10 and an 8, I think. And
Yeah.
he said he used my hook setup that I use.
That you seen on the video.
It saved his butt. And then we see him a following week, or another week. I don't know if it was exactly the week after that, but he was telling us about how much more fish he's been catching. And next thing I know, we're camping with him, and you didn't get to go, but
Yeah.
me and Sean and his daughter Evie went out jugging. She made some Hello Kitty jugs, white
Yeah.
jugs with pink on them, and Hello Kitty duct tape, and that was cute. She caught her first catfishes. She caught 2 bullheads, and then she caught that 5-pound channel cat, and I thought she was going to pee all over herself. That was just awesome, seeing her face light up with a big fish like that. And folks, her first 5-pound channel cat, we catch, photo, and release, and it's because she wanted to.
That's good.
She wanted to turn it loose.
Another fish turned back to make some more little ones.
You and I have never been skunked.
Nope.
We've never, I mean, there's times we come back without a fish. There was times that we caught 2 or 3 or something and turned them loose. I think this year would be nice to get into some of the Twisted Cat outdoor tournaments.
Yeah. That is something that I think we're going to look into, at least a few of them.
Try that. I know Lyle was talking about taking us out to do some blues out on the river, which, I mean, we've done some blues, but we haven't done them, or I haven't done them on the river. Your biggest, so you've caught flathead. Your biggest one was,
I think it was like 15.4.
yeah, I remember seeing the picture, so I knew you caught a flatty.
Yeah, it was somewhere. He was on the river, Mississippi.
But you know, we've been spot on this year, and the pattern, I figured the pattern out on the lakes, with the exception of Baldwin, which is a hot water lake, a cooling lake for a power plant. And that one's kind of throwing me for a loop. But I know Sean's been catching numbers out there, but consistently, all my fish I brought in were 3 pounds. And see, what was that, a couple weekends ago, I got 2 3-pounders. You got one, and Sean got a bunch of little ones, I think. If I remember, boy, that lake was rough. I'm telling you about Baldwin Lake. If you're out there and it looks like the wind's going to be over 10 miles an hour, your best bet would be to stay home or go to the Kaskaskia River, which is not even 1 mile to 2 miles from the lake.
Because that river, a big boat, you better get off of it.
That lake is dangerous. Yes, sir, Bobby. And me and Curtis just sitting here at this round table and decided to record it. But Heartland Outdoors magazine. We met Gretchen Steele on Facebook. Actually, she'd been on my Facebook for quite a while. And she is an author or contributor. View from the lens or something like that. I can't quite remember what that is. The website is heartlandoutdoors.com, and you can see that on teamfatboys.com website. But we highly endorse this magazine. It's pretty cool. They got duck hunting, goose hunting, catfishing, bass, and different stuff like that. I think it's a good read. I can't really remember what the yearly subscription is, but we are going to endorse this magazine. So this will be the only magazine that you see advertised on our website, because we truly think that's a good read.
It definitely has a lot of good information in it. There's different lakes, different techniques.
Well, you know, I would have been duck hunting with Jim Gowan, had my FOID card come back in time, which it didn't. So I didn't get to go duck hunting this year, but he's promised me he'd take me out.
It's a blast.
And I've never done it. I know it's an expensive hobby.
Yes, it is.
Expensive hunting because of decoys, you know, they don't give them away.
Decoys, you got proper warm clothing, boots, shotgun shells, which just cost out the world anymore. I used to do a lot of it, but I just got out of it. It was just getting too expensive.
But anyway, if you get a chance, go to heartlandoutdoors.com and go to the blog section and look up Gretchen Steele. You can send her a friend request on Facebook. She may add you. I can't say that she will or won't, but she's good people to know. And women that like to hunt ducks and geese and fish and be in the outdoors, they're kind of rare.
Especially for catfish, as nasty as some people think they are. She loves to catfish.
Curtis's wife loves to fish and stuff like that. Mine won't even go out in a boat with me. She won't eat fish, and unless it comes in a fish stick. And I don't have very good luck catching fish sticks out on the lake. So.
Have you ever caught a minced fish?
Nope.
Me neither.
But I've minced a few up for bait, chum.
We might try to target some trophy fish this year. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd like to try that just because I've had a few people say, well, one in particular, and I won't mention names, but one in particular, well, you just catch your little 2-pound fish. Well, I'm trying to figure out where he's guessing that I'm only catching 2 pounds fish. Is beyond me.
Well, I mean, granted, we haven't caught nothing, no like 20, 30, 40, 50 pounders, but we are consistent with catching fish between 3 to 4, all the way up to 10 to 12 pounds on a constant basis.
More so on the 5 and over.
Mm-hmm.
We had the biggest that we caught this year was a 12 on a jug. I caught an 11 on a rod and reel.
And that's a good channel cat anywhere, unless you go up to Red River in Canada. But that's a good channel cat anywhere you go.
Sean said that he got a chance to, I think he said he finally ate some of them blues he kept on Baldwin.
Yeah.
I know he said they were kind of gummy when he was filleting them and stuff.
They were a little mushy. I will contest to that. And why? I don't know if it's from the warm water.
Maybe the warm water.
But I think the trick, I mean, if you were going to eat them 2 to 3 pound range. My suggestion would be just if you go down there and catch them, is fry them real crispy, and maybe they won't be as gummy.
And if you're going to go to Baldwin, what we found, they'll bite on the shad. And you'll get some of the little, I have things full of little channel cats and little blues. But what we found is if you use cut bluegill, it will outfish, in Baldwin Lake, it will outfish shad as far as blues are concerned. And we filleted up some bullheads.
Yeah.
And that was the first time we tried that out on that lake, and they tore that stuff up. They couldn't get it off the hook, and they kept on nailing it. And the bluegill, they'd get off eventually. But those are the 2 baits in Baldwin that we found that outdid shad, was the bluegill, cut bluegill, and the filleted bullheads.
Yes, sir.
So if you're going out on Baldwin, remember that. They're real bad about aquatic hitchhikers. So make sure that you get your bullhead and your bluegill out of Baldwin, because if the conservation department catches you bringing in fish for bait from another lake or creek or river, you're going to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And them boys up there at Baldwin don't play.